Blackheads are one of the most common forms of acne, and preventing them usually depends much more on patience, consistency, and gentle daily habits than on harsh scrubbing or dramatic quick fixes. A blackhead forms when oil, dead skin cells, and debris collect inside a pore, and the surface of that clogged material is exposed to air, which makes it darken. So the main goal is to reduce buildup while keeping the skin barrier calm instead of irritated. A gentle routine is usually the most dependable routine. Wash your face with a mild cleanser and lukewarm water in the morning and again at night. And if you sweat heavily after exercise, yard work, or a long, humid day, it makes sense to cleanse afterward in a gentle way instead of letting sweat, oil, sunscreen, and residue sit on the skin for hours. What usually does not help is washing your face over and over throughout the day, rubbing hard with rough cloths, grinding gritty scrubs into the skin, or treating blackheads as if they were dirt that can simply be polished away with force. Too much friction often leaves the skin red, tight, and irritated, while the clogged pores remain right where they were. It is also important not to squeeze, pinch, scrape, or try to dig out blackheads with fingernails or random tools at home, because that can increase inflammation and may leave marks or scars that last much longer than the original problem. Choose skincare, sunscreen, makeup, and hair products that are labeled non-comedogenic, oil-free, or water-based when possible, because heavier, oily products can worsen congestion. If you use waxes, pomades, or rich leave-in hair products, try to keep them away from the forehead, temples, and sides of the face, because those areas often react badly to residue. Remove makeup completely before bed, change pillowcases and face towels regularly, and try not to spend the whole day pressing your cheek into your hand while reading, scrolling, or watching television. If your skin tolerates active ingredients, salicylic acid can help loosen dead skin and reduce pore buildup. And adapalene can also be useful because it helps prevent pores from clogging over time. But the wise approach is to start slowly, use one main active product at a time, and stay steady rather than trying several strong products in one impatient weekend. A lightweight moisturizer can still help even if your skin is oily, because irritated, dehydrated skin often becomes harder to manage. And sunscreen matters too, especially if you use exfoliating or retinoid-type products, so finding a comfortable, lightweight sunscreen is worth the effort. Prevention is usually quiet and repetitive in the best possible way: gentle cleansing, sensible products, patience, and resisting the urge to punish your face because progress is slower than your mood. Improvement often takes time, so think of blackhead prevention as maintenance rather than battle. Keep expectations realistic, stay gentle, and remember that calmer skin usually comes from steady habits rather than dramatic effort. If your skin is easily irritated, less is often more. If a product consistently makes your skin feel greasy, sticky, itchy, or more congested, simplify your routine and give your skin time to settle. If you wear makeup often, fully removing it at night is a simple habit that can make a real difference over time. And if acne becomes painful, deep, widespread, or starts leaving scars or dark marks, it is much smarter to get help from a clinician than to keep improvising in frustration. Now that the sensible skin part is complete, let us leave the bathroom mirror behind and head to a retirement community in the United States where nobody cared much about clogged pores, but everybody cared very deeply about grocery prices, pie filling, and whether a grown adult should ever be trusted with the store app if he still used the phrase, the Facebook. The place was called Cedar Grove Meadows, a retirement community outside Knoxville, Tennessee, where the sidewalks were wide, the porches were deep, the lawns were clipped with suspicious discipline, and the community room always smelled like coffee, lemon cleaner, and whatever someone had brought, just in case people got hungry, which at Cedar Grove was every day ending in Y. The unofficial heart of the place was 75-year-old Evelyn Harper, a retired school office manager with silver hair set neatly every Friday, reading glasses on a chain, and the exact calm expression required to settle disputes about parking spaces, paper plates, and whether banana pudding counted as a side dish or a dessert. Her closest friend was Howard Howie Boone, age 80, widower, former owner of a small hardware store, wearer of suspenders with tiny ducks on them, and a man who believed that if people would sit down before speaking, at least 60% of human trouble would evaporate. He trusted to-do lists, diner coffee, and pie. He did not trust online passwords, flavored hummus, or anything labeled artisanal unless it involved wood. Their regular circle included Loretta Hayes, a former beauty salon owner with coral lipstick and enough bracelets to make every gesture sound like applause. Ben McCready, retired accountant, collector of coupons, and quiet tyrant of all receipt-related matters. Mabel Jean Dawson, former church organist and reigning queen of pound cake, who could forgive almost anything except dry cornbread. Ruth Ellen Pike, who spoke softly enough to make people lean in and then said the funniest thing in the room. And Sabrina, the 34-year-old activities director, bright, helpful, and still young enough to believe emails were reliable. One Monday morning, Sabrina came into the community room carrying a supermarket flyer and wearing the face of a woman who had made a small administrative mistake and was beginning to suspect it had ambitions. Evelyn looked up from setting out coffee cups and said, "That expression usually means paperwork has escaped its natural enclosure." Sabrina inhaled. "I may have signed us up for something at Holbrook Market." "A seminar?" Howie asked. "A coupon class?" Ben said hopefully. "A produce lecture?" Mabel offered, sounding already against it. Sabrina set the flyer on the table. Across the top, in giant cheerful letters, it read, "Holbrook Market Anniversary Bash, featuring the senior supermarket sweep." Underneath was a cartoon shopping cart wearing sunglasses, 3 exploding coupon icons, and the line, "Come cheer as local senior teams dash for deals." There was a silence so sharp it could have sliced cheese. Loretta leaned over the flyer. "I'm sorry," she said slowly. "Did you enter us into a grocery competition?" Sabrina put one hand over her eyes. "I thought it was a senior discount celebration." The sign-up form said, "Team entry and shopping support activity," and I assumed that meant volunteers helping bag groceries for older shoppers. Apparently, it means a timed team challenge where one local senior group races shopping carts through the store, collecting the highest point value items in 5 minutes. Howie stared at her. "You enrolled pensioners in a food relay." "Not relay," Sabrina said weakly. "A sweep." Ben adjusted his glasses and read the smaller print. "Teams of 4. 1 cart. Strategic route planning encouraged. Bonus points for produce, pantry essentials, and mystery golden tickets. This is not a grocery errand. This is war with coupons." Ruth Ellen, who until then had been stirring her coffee in peaceful silence, said, "I do not hate it." That changed the room. At Cedar Grove Meadows, all terrible ideas required only one respected voice of cautious approval before becoming policy. "No," Evelyn said automatically. "Yes," Loretta said immediately after, grinning like a woman who had just been invited to a pageant in slacks. "Absolutely yes. I have 3 concerns and 1 interest," Ben muttered. "My interest is that this appears point-based." Mabel folded her arms. "If there are prizes, I need more information." Sabrina, seeing that the horror might be bending into enthusiasm, scrolled farther. The winning team would receive a giant gift card for the community pantry, a silver shopping cart trophy, and local newspaper coverage. That last detail should not have mattered. It mattered enormously. "Newspaper coverage," Loretta repeated, already mentally selecting lipstick. "That's how they get you," Howie said, with public dignity. The event was on Wednesday afternoon, 2 days away. The town page had already posted that Cedar Grove Meadows would represent the senior division because Sabrina had clicked "Community Share Announcement" without reading the whole sentence, a mistake that by now was part of her leadership style. Backing out would mean disappointing the store, embarrassing the community, and handing easy victory to the only other senior team on the flyer, the Golden Pines Cottages Coupon Club, a group none of them had ever met but instantly distrusted. "Well," Evelyn said, picking up the flyer again, "we're certainly not losing to anybody who calls themselves a coupon club." That settled it. By 10:30 Monday morning, Cedar Grove Meadows had turned into a strategy bunker disguised as a coffee social. Ben brought a yellow legal pad and wrote "Supermarket Sweep Operations" across the top like a man drafting a modest invasion. Howie drew a grocery store layout from memory because he had been to Holbrook enough times to know where the canned beans slept. Mabel took charge of the pantry value logic because if you're going to win groceries, you don't waste your time on decorative crackers. Loretta declared herself in charge of speed, visibility, and human morale. Ruth Ellen volunteered to handle the mystery golden tickets because she said quietly, "I have the face of a woman who notices foolishness on shelves." Sabrina called the store for rules. The team of 4 needed 1 cart pilot, 1 shelf grabber, 1 points reader, and 1 wild card. Running was prohibited, but brisk, purposeful movement was encouraged. No climbing, no separate carts, no sabotage. The event would be held after normal store hours with aisles partially cleared and spectators in designated zones. "This," Howie said, "is the most America has ever been." The next argument was who should compete. Loretta wanted in immediately because, as she put it, "I have hips built for fast turns and no fear of canned goods." Ben insisted the team needed mathematical discipline. Mabel insisted it needed practical judgment. Howie insisted it needed at least 1 person who knew a cart's center of gravity. Ruth Ellen said she would join only if nobody yelled vague instructions like, "Something over there." Evelyn, who had no intention of embarrassing herself in public by sprinting toward pasta sauce, found herself appointed captain because nobody trusted anyone else to keep the room from becoming a televised casserole. The final team was Evelyn, Howie, Loretta, and Ben, with Mabel and Ruth Ellen assigned as sideline strategists and Sabrina as official paperwork and panic coordinator. Tuesday became training day because none of them could practice inside Holbrook Market without looking criminal. They rehearsed in the community room using folding chairs as shelves, masking tape as aisle markers, and canned soup from the pantry as pretend targets. Loretta pushed an empty laundry cart in fast figure